Hi, everyone. I'm Melanie from Streamline Legal, where we help law firms work smarter and create efficiency. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about priorities. And, we've got a lot of priorities in our lives, whether it's being a parent or running a business or having a spouse, having other relationships, friendships, things that we want to prioritize in our lives. Financial priorities, there's a ton of them. So what happens is if we don't plan for our priorities and make concrete plans on how we're going to carry them out, then little things in life like running a business and keeping the lights on and taking your kids to practice and having daily responsibilities like that will fill up your day and leave no room for those priorities. And so what we have to do to make those priorities real is we have to plan for them. And I don't mean just like putting someone's birthday on a calendar so that you remember it. I mean actually blocking off the time to go to dinner or to go to that conference that you've been thinking about. So here are some very concrete steps that you can take to try and make those priorities come to life and become real. First, we're going to start with a calendar. It's crucial that we actually plan the time to make these things happen. So whether you're using an online calendar, some people like to buy those big calendars that you put on your wall that show the whole year in review. Personally, I just print off a bunch of Google calendars and then write them out and then transfer them onto my online calendar. But whatever kind of calendar you use, it's critical that we time block. And so what that means is I'm not just going to put, December 1st through December 3rd, I'm going to be at this conference. I'm going to actually put, 9 to 5, I will be in this conference, and 5 to 8 a.m. the next day, I'm going to be at this hotel. Or, block that time. And this is not only for conferences. Let's say it's a birthday. I'm not going to put just, John's birthday. If this is something I want to be a part of, I'm going to say, okay, we're going to go out to dinner from 7 to 9 on this birthday. Obviously, these things can change. These things can move around. But if you don't set aside the time, then, like I said, other things are going to fill that up. So this applies not only for birthdays, but also for self-care. You want to put in those things as well. So for example, if you're going to the gym with some regularity or any other kind of exercise regime, you want to put that on the calendar and mark off that time so that it cannot be taken by anything else. This works really great for business building, of course, because there are a lot of times when I think, oh, if I could just get that newsletter started, or if I could just get this other marketing project, or, I want to go ahead and implement this new software into my law firm. Any of those projects, go ahead and block the time off for them. So if you think it's going to take, 3 hours, go ahead and find either a day with 3 hours in advance, or maybe you put an hour each day for 3 days in a row. However you want to break that up. But again, it's the time that you're blocking off the calendar that is so critical and so important in making sure those things get done. Because if it's not on the calendar, what's going to happen is a client's going to call, you're going to have some emergency. There will be other people, vying for that time. Now, of course, there are true emergencies, and we do need to be respectful of that, but it will help you to realize how much of your day is being taken up by things that lead to your goals versus how much of your day is being taken up by things that are not getting you to where you want to go. So the trick, of course, now is that once we have it all on our calendar and we've blocked off time for, working on case files, we've blocked off time for marketing, we've blocked off time for, special events that we want to attend, we've blocked it all off on our calendar. And of course, then the trick is we have to live and die by our calendar. It has to be published to those that are important to us, whether you share that with a spouse or, include your children on that. Those are the kind of things that we need to do so that everyone's aware of what our priorities are and what we're spending our time on. And then as things come up and we want to add them to the calendar or move things around, that's fine too. But it just keeps us hyper-focused on the idea that there are things that we're prioritizing that we need to make sure that we're spending time on and not let that time get sucked up by other things that maybe aren't as urgent for us. So once this is done, we life and those daily tasks that we have to get done, they will fill in the rest of the time. Trust me, they always do. But at least this way, you'll still have those priorities on the calendar, and those things will be taken care of as well. So I hope this helps. You guys go ahead, and January is a great time to start that new calendar for the next year, even if you just do it a quarter at a time. But I hope this helps. Until next time, thanks so much for joining me.